right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Welcome to AI Unleashed. It's been a minute, I feel like, since I've been in the mix. Not that I haven't been keeping my nose to the grindstone. Is that what you say? Your ear to the whatever it is. So yeah, looking forward to today's conversation, everyone. Definitely make sure, go share this. I got to go figure out how to share this link on LinkedIn. I'm just going to tell Becca to share it. For some reason, I couldn't get it up. Can you share? Wasn't an option. Okay. On my iPad. I'm using my iPad, so maybe that was part of it. So anyway, all right. So what's going on, everyone? If you you're here to learn more about AI, what leading teams are doing around AI, you are at the right place. We're going to spend the next 20 minutes talking about trends in generative AI, what's working, what's not working, etc. We'll talk a little bit about what's in the news. What are some new things that you need to know about when it comes to AI? Because there certainly are a lot of like really interesting, cool things. Make sure to drop in the chat for me. Let me pull up the chat, drop where you're joining from. Me and KD are going to be live starting in January. July. It all starts with a J. So look forward to having KD and I back together, getting the gang back. And yeah, look forward to continuing to grow this and getting more and more folks, up to speed on AI, what's going on. So, all right, so let's jump into it. What's going on, Sandy? Hope you're doing great. Sandy in Dallas. I'm in Costa Rica, in case you can't tell. So I'll be back stateside on Sunday. It's been a whole month. I spent an entire month in Costa Rica. It's been awesome. It is definitely hotter in Dallas. It's like 85 and like pretty nice here. So Dallas has definitely got to be. I'll be back in Austin, and I know Austin's pretty damn hot right now too. So, all right, let's jump into it. So let's talk about in the news. Very curious here. How many of you have tried Claude, which is Anthropic, which is, I guess, like, it's another kind of competitor. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is now available. Many have shown it to outperform ChatGPT 4.0. So if you haven't taken a look at it, what I found with Claude is like, it's got a little bit more personality, maybe, which, maybe less like complexity things. But from our team, humor and understanding, handling workflows, and interpreting charts and graphs is pretty strong. 4.0 or 4.0. Just curious, like how many of you are paying for a premium, either ChatGPT or Claude? Go check it out though. It's worth, curious there. Just let me know. Sandy says she's paying for it. I'm definitely paying for it, obviously. For more than one, Ben. Yep, I am as well too. That's right. All right, let us know who else. Some people are paying for more than one, right? Which I think is probably worth it. And if you guys want, go ahead and try. If you all haven't tried it yet, another kind of in the news is I would go check out pay for ChatGPT. Lori, great. I would go check out some of the new features on the ChatGPT app if you haven't. One of the things that I really like is it's now has the ability to do voice. And so for me, Emmanuel pays for ChatGPT, great. Yep, there you go. So go mess around with the headphone icon on the ChatGPT. For most people, I mean, I've had it for a while. You might not have it 100%, but I think it's pretty cool. I've been messing with it, like, hey, like, I got a meeting coming up with so and so. If I want to use one of our like custom GPTs, etc. There's a lot of really cool, options there. So go check it out. Again, it's right there in the app as part of it, the little headphones, and you can go have some fun with that as well. Other things in the news. Oh yeah, this is really awesome. And Becca, maybe if you are, let me see, actually here, I might be able to go grab it real quick for everybody. But if not, you can grab it. Is we just released V2 of our custom GPTs. And so actually, yeah, here, I got it right here. You can get it. I'm gonna drop this. If you are somebody who's already signed up for the custom GPTs before, awesome. Make sure you get the new links as a part of it. Oh yeah, there you go, Becca. Drop it for me. Thank you, Becca. So go check those out. Brian on the team, Brian and I has spent a painstaking amount of time to revamp the custom GPTs. If you are not using custom GPTs, they are the future of generative AI. And right now you've got chat, and chat requires you to know how to prompt. When you use custom GPTs, you don't need to know how to prompt. We've already written all the custom instructions on the back end. So if you're trying to book more meetings, a cool one Brian put together was the annual report summarizer. So, imagine it just prompts you with like all the things on the back end and knows like what a salesperson is going to want to see on the back end. So go check out the custom GPT, sign up. You get a 7-day free trial too. So if for some reason you don't love it, we'll give you your money back. But it's definitely one of the coolest things that we've launched. We've got help me book a meeting with, skill development, role playing, meeting analyzer. I've put up our meeting summarizer up against Gong. I think that our custom GPT is better in terms of like just pulling out like what's the important parts of the meeting, like writing a better follow-up email, all that stuff. So go check that out. I'm trying to think what some of the other ones are. Let me just go take a quick peek, because like I said, we've really done a good job of like revamping these. The book a meeting with one, discovery meeting prep. That's another really popular one. People love that. But again, like what these custom GPTs allow you to do, social media, like, hey, if you're somebody who's trying to post and to become an industry expert, LinkedIn, cold call role playing. So go take a look at that. Sign up. It is a no-brainer. If you want to stop prompting, we've got a new onboarding process too that can, you can basically train it on kind of your company, et cetera. So then you don't have to constantly, tell it who you are, et cetera. So go check it out, sign up. A lot of cool stuff going down there. So that's kind of the in the news stuff. Check out what Claude's doing. Go check out some of the ChatGPT app stuff, which I also think is pretty awesome as a part of it. So, and then check out our new custom GPTs. So knowledge documents. So main topic for today is knowledge documents. So think of custom instructions. For those of you, a lot of you are already paying for ChatGPT. So, and I'm curious actually, how many of you, and again, let me pull up the chat. How many of you are actually using custom instructions? Oh, there you go. Becca dropped all the different custom GPTs in there. Competitive deal winner. That's one Brian and I have been really beaten up. How many times are you in a competitive deal where there's a CFO and you're like, how are we better than this competition? Or how are we better? Like competitive deal winner will literally like do all the work for you. How many of you who are paying for it are using custom instructions? I'm curious, which is kind of like version 1 of a lot of this. Memory, memory is kind of a new feature as well too. It kind of stores random stuff I found with memory. But I'm going to talk a little bit about like knowledge documents and why you should do those. Let's see. Sandy says she's using custom instructions. Great. Let's see if anybody else says they're using custom instructions. If you're like, Jake, what are custom instructions? Custom instructions are the ability to tell either all of your ChatGPT chats or specific custom GPTs to always remember certain information. So that's like the gist of it, of what it does. And so think about these like knowledge documents, okay, as the opportunity for you to, instead of having to tell ChatGPT or even doing the custom instructions, or maybe you have different use cases, instead of having to do it over and over and over again, imagine just being able to upload a document or add it to one of your custom GPTs, and it always remembers like very specific information, right? So for us, do a lot of this on the back end with the custom instructions for the custom GPTs as well too. So again, like the key is with knowledge documents, you don't have to start over every time. And I think for a lot of people, like how many of you, is it really annoying where you feel like, God, I've got to tell it the exact same thing over and over and over again, right? Whether it's your value props, your products, your services, that to me is like, I think like, it's already pretty awesome that you can just drop a link to your product page, but imagine not having to do that as well. So there's one, this one's pretty cool. It's like a basic like a link tree, kind of example. And Becca, can we drop, let me just pull this up real quick. pulling it up, taking a look at what it is. Yeah, here's like an example of like what a good link tree document looks like. Let me close out of this real quick. So imagine what I can do is this is for scaled, right? So this is like all the important pages that I would want it to go and look at. So understand whenever you give it a bunch of links, different websites will allow you to crawl things differently, but this is a really good one of like, if I wanted ChatGPT to know like the products that we sell at Scaled, this is the example of like a link tree example. And so feel free, Beck, if you want, I think we could drop that in the chat for people. I don't think there's anything proprietary in there other than maybe they go to some links at Scaled, which isn't the end of the world. But again, what it doesn't necessarily do is get to the nuances, right? It's just going to read the pages, say great, and then I guess do a decent job of like pulling together what it can find from that. Then the next version of that is basically a more detailed document. And I'm going to pull up this example real quick, and we can share this. We'll share this example doc too, where what you do is you start to basically, and this is the example of it. We'll share the link. Basically start to pull out the relevant information from those pages. And again, this is all in just one document, FYI. So this is, for us, this is a like more general knowledge document that we use for a lot of our own custom GPTs internally. So if we want to be able to, quickly get up to speed on a buyer persona, et cetera. And whenever you buy the custom GPTs, we actually help you to create a knowledge document as a part of this. So yeah, that's a pretty important part of this. So just think knowledge documents. Why I bring them up is anytime if you find yourself doing repetitive tasks, let's see, decline. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I'm back. If you find yourself doing repetitive tasks, if you find yourself, always looking at telling it the same thing over and over again, knowledge documents can really, really help you out. So the other side of knowledge documents is memory, right? And I don't know how many of you started to see ChatGPT say like, oh, adding to memory. So memory is kind of ChatGPT's version of like creating knowledge documents on the fly. The thing that I found is that it doesn't necessarily remember everything you chat. You can teach it to remember something like, hey, like by saying, if you don't, I would suggest creating a knowledge document, but you can also like do it on the fly. Hey, remember that I have celiac disease, for example, right? So whenever I ask for restaurant recommendations or something, make sure they've got options for me, right? That's something that I could tell it. And then the other piece is just to understand what it has committed, because the other thing I'll notice is it will like store random things. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to remember that for like every chat. That was like specific to this chat. So that would be my advice is like with memory in particular, it doesn't work in custom GPTs, which is kind of pain in the butt, which is where the knowledge documents can come in. So it doesn't like replace knowledge documents. It's like a lightweight version of it, right? So just think of ChatGPT's memory function as a lightweight version of that. And all right, last but certainly not least, is ChatGPT. I mean, I don't know how many of you know this or not. ChatGPT can't read LinkedIn profiles. It's really fucking annoying. Like, I really wish that like, it's so funny. I think maybe I've told this story to you guys before, but I had the head of, I won't mention the group that she's the head of sales at. This is maybe 8 or 9 months ago. She's like, Jake, I'm doing some of your prompts and I can't, it's not working. And this person may or may not work at LinkedIn. And I was like, yeah, it's because LinkedIn blocks the profile. She's like, oh, it's like, yeah, the company does it. So what we can do is this, and we're going to share this kind of prompt of the week with you all right now in the chat here, if we can, is there's some LinkedIn prompts that you can use, which is step one is to know quickly how to download a PDF from LinkedIn. It's really, really simple. All you have to do, I don't know if how many of you know, I mean, I'm sure you've done this before. You just go to somebody's LinkedIn profile in the top right corner of your Google Chrome, access denied. Yeah, you guys might be getting that. Becca, can you just turn on, make sure we've got the right shared settings turned on? Lydia, we can make sure to get the right shared settings turned on for everybody. But you just go to the top right corner, you hit print, save as PDF, and then that's what you do. It's like pretty straightforward. But these 5 prompts for the LinkedIn PDF, is something really, it can really help you to like, you don't have to use all the prompts at once, but like, hey, like, you want to think like what I want to do with someone's LinkedIn profile is I want to try to get to understand like, what are the things they're talking about? If they have posts, what are some things they've been posting about? And I can download all of that. I can download all that into a PDF and then upload it and go from there. So go check out these kind of prompts around like, researching people's LinkedIn pages. Let's see if we've got this updated. So yeah, you guys should, the LinkedIn, you guys should have access to all this now. So if you do not, let me know, but you should have access to all these documents now. So go check it out. If you're somebody who wants to, get better up to speed on, how to leverage people's LinkedIn profiles and use AI, those prompts are a really good example of how to do it. So, that's this week's AI Unleashed. With no KD here, there's no kind of banter. I kind of miss KD. I've been in Costa Rica all month. KD's actually coming down here next week. And so he's going to be here the month of July. So we're going to miss each other, but we will be doing AI Unleashed live, where then he'll be from Costa Rica and I'll be in Austin. So we're gonna flip flop a little bit there. So again, so I want you to think about when it comes to why you should be attending, forward this to your coworkers. Staying on top of this is the future of being productive in sales. And so if you're somebody who wants to continue to get better, you have to stay on top of these trends. And hopefully what you're seeing in this series is that we're doing everything that we can to keep you all there and to give you the best insights, to give you what we see, what's working, what's not working in the market as well too. So that's what I got for you this week. Make sure to check out, if you have not signed up for our custom GPTs, I'll drop the link here, or Becca will drop the link for me one more time. Go check them out. Honestly, like, they are really good. Like, and the cool part is now you actually don't need to pay for LinkedIn or for ChatGPT Premium to use them. You can actually use them in the free version. So you're just paying for the prompt for the custom GPTs. Also, I'll do this a quick plug. If your company already uses something, so maybe you already use Microsoft Copilot and you want to take some of these best practices, but you don't want to use ChatGPT, please DM me. We've got some opportunities for that as well too. So if you're not a big ChatGPT fan, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but there's still a lot of companies that are very nervous about ChatGPT unnecessarily. But I hope that helps a lot of you out there. Go take a look at what we're doing. Like I said, for today, think knowledge document. Knowledge document. If you find yourself doing things repetitive over and over and over again, there's the link tree style, and then there's the like copy and paste, more detailed style. So go check those out. Think about creating knowledge documents, mess around with memory, go check out the app. And that's what I've got. That's my latest on AI. So we'll be back here in a few weeks. Hopefully this little quick hitter, 20 minutes is your kind of daily or weekly dose of AI insights. And I'll see you all live next Monday. All right, Damien, Sandy, appreciate y'all. Thanks, everybody.